Welcome to today's session. We'll make a beginning towards discussion on meaning and scope of supply. We'll try to take it up today, discussions relating to Schedule 1 transaction, Schedule 3 transactions, and import of services. Before we getting into those discussions associated with today, uh, we will initially recollect our discussions relating to scope of supply. I think we already had a clear discussion that when it comes to scope of supply, there can be only four broader possibility. It has to be supply on a generic term. Generally, it is a supply. Yes, it is leviable to GST. In case of import of services, yes, it is leviable to GST. All those activities done, even without consideration, there are few transactions, those transactions alone liable for GST because it is a taxable event, leviable, yes, to GST. Certain transactions, government is of a view, this is not a supply at all. They have listed down certain transactions, those transactions are out from the tax net. Having said all this, there were confusions on certain transaction to decide whether it has to be a supply of goods or supply of services. Those discussions are forming part of Schedule 2. So we'll try and see to close all these four parameters in our discussion. In our last class, we made our complete understanding on this term called as your supply. Generally, supply generically means five things should be present. There should be a form of supply of goods or services. It should be made or agreed to be made by a person for a consideration in the course or furtherance of business. If all these five elements are present, you will immediately say, yes, it is a supply and there is a taxable event which is liable for GST. Now, we have discussed enough on this. Quickly, one or two examples I will take it up further to strengthen our discussion. This time, today being an auspicious day, one of your father, mother decided to contribute for the cause of the general public. So called up a charitable organization, gave rupees 5,000 as donation. The question before you is, because your father, to the surprise to you and to the respective charitable organization, called and told that he would contribute 5,000 rupees, and that charitable organization this evening arranges a special lunch because of your father's contribution. Question before us is, this charitable organization which collects donation and provide a food, not normal food, special foods, special feeding, we call it as in those organizations, special food to those deserving little childrens and those aged people that evening. Supply, not a supply. Will it be treated as a supply or it is not a supply? Quickly, I want your answers on the chat box. Quick, quick, quick. Think. Father gives 5,000 rupees. Mother gives 5,000 rupees to a charitable organization. That charitable organization collects the money and supply food to the people who are there. Supply, not a supply. Quick, 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 quick. Answers. Srinivasan, your answer is beautiful. Subhashini, check your answer. Beautiful, beautiful. Lot of you are all on the right track. A lot of you all right track. Especially the answer by Srinivasan is little impressive because he wrote it in a very formal way and then followed by few of you. You have been pointing it out. Sir, there is no furtherance of business. I agree with you. Is donation a consideration? Think about it. Is donation a consideration? Yes or no? Donation. Is donation as a consideration? Think. So here, if you carefully note, two things are not satisfied. No doubt there is a service. No doubt there is a service. You cannot say there is service and all. No, there is a service. It is agreed that charitable organization agreed saying your name we will feed. Okay, followed by, and it is, there is a person, there is a charitable organization, it's a trust, it's a society. Three conditions are satisfied. But look at these two conditions. These two conditions is not satisfied. Donation is not a consideration. That charitable organization does not do this for services. Because of these reasons, points for our discussion is this: the two conditions are not satisfied. Hence, it is not a supply. So take it in your mind very clearly. Consideration donations are not consideration because there is no expectation out of it. There is nobody thinks about it. That there is no element of quid pro quo here. It's a clean giveaway as charity. So this is not a donation. So that's for the evening. You are all agreeing to those discussion. This time a little differentiated. It's a school which is which has been governed by a trust. Okay, all schools, colleges are generally governed by trust. Trust is a person. The school has a very big playground, and the playground is rented for conduct of various cricket matches. For example, if you want to take the ground on hire on a Saturday or Sunday when the school is basically off, um, 10,000 rupees need to be paid as rental charges. Now, the question before us is the school which is running, which is under the trust, which is whose main business is to provide education as charity. The education institution, which the education institution which rents is ground. Let me repeat: rents is ground after collecting rupees 10,000 as consideration. Is it supply? Not a supply. Quick. Education institution, charitable organization, blah 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 blah. All story we will say, you decide. Sir, what is that school, sir? Ramakrishna Mission School. Yes. Shushmita, check your answer. Shushmita, check your answer. Varun, check your answer. Srinivasan, check the definition of business to subsection 17 and then revisit your answer. You have to check your answer. Sumant, good, good. Vidya Shankar, I don't think so. There is an exchange of service. There is a clear understanding. Exchange of service means you don't pay in terms of money. I give you my land, collect money, and you use my land for a day. Divya Shri, check your answer. Subhashini, good, nice understanding. Good, good. I'm happy. A lot of you all start thinking in this logic. See, in fact, you are very right. You have to start thinking. You will not, just because I trust, you will not be taking it very. I'll give you some more examples. Maybe the next two examples that we take it up will take you to a different understanding itself. See, often, and just for your information, to close the earlier question, the education institution, the Ramakrishna Mission School, which rents is ground after collecting 10,000 rupees, no doubt it would be treated as supply. There is a service of renting. Made or agreed to be made. Yes, agreed, you use the land. Made or agreed to be made. By a person, which is a trust. For a consideration, yes, 10,000 rupees is a consideration. Is it in the course or furtherance of business? Go back. Education activity might be charitable, but no doubt it might be doing through a charitable institution, no doubt. But the activity per se, are they doing it for a pecuniary benefit? Yes, it would be treated as what? Business. When all the conditions are satisfied, it is supply. Okay. So I think all 5 conditions are satisfied. Here, some of us will have a little hesitation. No, sir. Trust, no, sir. School, no, so social cost, no, sir. Are you doing business or not business? If your answer is business, that's what I told. Go back, read 217. Is it a trade? Is it a commerce? Is it a profession? It is a manufacture. It is a vocation. Whether it comes and fits there, done for a pecuniary benefit, then it would be treated as business. No doubt, here a substantial rupees 10,000 is collected for a half a day renting of ground. Note, and it would be treated as what? Business. So in case if you have doubts, yes, it is in the course or furtherance of business. But organization as such is not a organization with an intention to do business. Organization is an organization intention to do what? Charity. But incidentally, one or two activities which they do turns out to be what? Business. Maybe just to strengthen our thoughts, I would go to the next example sometime later. Now I would take it up a connected example. A connected example. The point that I want to drive home here is in case of Lakshmi Narayanan, what is this? We have put some jumbled text. Points for our discussion is this. In case of certain organizations, let's take Ramakrishna Mutt itself for a further understanding. This Ramakrishna Mutt has the habit of coming up with certain books. These books are printed, which will have the wisdom thought of Ramakrishna Parahamsa and Swami Vivekananda. And these books are sold for a very, very substantial price. A very substantially low price it is being sold. For example, 300, the cost of the book to print itself will cost 300 rupees. It will be sold for 100 rupees. The cost of the book to print itself will cost 30 rupees. It will be sold for 10 rupees. The idea of the Mutt is not to sell books and make money. The idea of the Mutt is to spread awareness on those topics and to spread the wisdom of these two gentlemen. Now, the core discussion of us is going to be the book that is sold by the Mutt. Is it supply, not a supply? A very, very crucial question. Mark my word, from your exam level, it is very important. Now, Ramakrishna Mutt, which sell books for 30 rupees, 50 rupees, dollar, music content, CD, packages through its ashram. The main Mutt, Ramakrishna Mutt. Throughout India, it has establishment. It is already sitting up with 1 lakh crore of money. They don't want any money, but just to collect money. Because just if I give it something at free, no, this country is not ready to accept something free when it is given at quality. So there are people are ready to give it at free, but just to collect, they collect a very small money, meager money. It's in fact an untold rule. 1/3 of anything only will be collected. Coming back here, supply, not a supply. Quick. Priya, revisit your answer. Priya, revisit your answer. Deepa, revisit your answer. Ishwar P, revisit your answer. Harish, money is money. How much you collect is irrelevant. Okay. With that understanding, revisit your answer. Srinivasan, you are in track now. Sumit Jain, future development of business and all is not bothered. Is it the current activity done as a business or not? That's all. Lavanya, this logic itself, you run ashram, you run temple, you run charitable organization, you run a matt, you run babaji, gubaji, all that. We will not entertain all that. For us, is it a supply? Not a supply. Based on the person, there is no exclusion. Anywhere told, if you are going to be some babaji, if you are going to be in some locations, we will not tax you. No. Then based on that, you have to decide, Lavanya. Shamir, check your answer. Abdul, check your answer. John, who told there is no benefit? John, you're collecting money, John. So kindly check. Question is business or not a business, Aisha or Niveda Selvam. Kindly check. Question is whether it is a supply or not a supply. I only want answer. Is it supply or is it not a supply? What you're going to conclude? That's right. Yes, Aisha, supply. Yes. Now, the point here for our discussion is you sell goods, you provide services, you give your hall for rent, you give your room for rent, you do anything. We are not bothered. Is it a form of supply? Made or agreed to be made by a person for a consideration in the course or furtherance of business? It's a supply. Now, in charitable organizations, you should need to check whether that activity is done for a business or not. Organization might be charitable organization, but that activity which they do would be a supply. If you check that activity, printing of books and selling of books, that activity is supply. Not ashram as a whole we are designing. For that transaction, see, these are all transaction taxes. When it comes to transaction taxes, you will check by transaction to transaction only. For that transaction, it is a business. Hence, it is a supply. Yes, Priya. Niveda Selvam, again, not a supply is a wrong answer. Okay, it is a supply. Deepa, one more example. This itself is more example. I'm on my 8th example, just for your information. I'm on my 8th example for the same topic. If I keep on giving example, we will be still keep on this topic. My total allotment for the supply general discussion itself is only 45 minutes. In last class, I already spent about half an hour. Now I again spent about half an hour. Okay. So we can go on. In the go, you will take some more examples. We have a lot more to discuss. You all thought this is complete. Aha. இது வெறும் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பார்ட் கூட இல்ல, இன்னும் பெரிய பெரிய பார்ட் எல்லாம் இருக்கு பஞ்சாயத்துக்கு. Sir, if sports event is conducted for sales promotion and prize winning, is it getting a cash prize? In this, I have a doubt, is it a supply or not? Sai Lokesh, what is your view? You say me. There is a sport events conducted and you win that sport event and you're going to receive that winning money, okay, of any sport event or any game, any chess. It's what to say, winning in TDS you will learn, no? Tax deducted at source, winning from some competition involving skill, all that and all. Now, what is your view, Sai Lokesh? It is a supply or not a supply? Sai Lokesh. Harish has given his answer. I want your answer. Sir, you want to speak, then you see, anybody have a doubt, anybody want to speak, you have to raise your hand. If you raise your hand, you'll come on top of my list, then only I can unmute. Otherwise you will be in the bottom of the list. So whenever, at any point in time during the course of discussion, if you have doubt, go select the participants. On your participants left hand side you will have raise hand. Select that button, don't play with that button now. You will come on top of it. Once you come on top of it, I can select and unmute you. Yes, Sai Lokesh.
Sir, it is supply, sir.
பண்ற பாரு நீ. Yes, 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 sir. Yes, Sai.
Sir, it is a supply, sir.
Why?
Because it is also involved furtherance of business activities by
What
sales.
what furtherance of business you have?
They conducting the event for sales promotion, sir.
They are.
Conducting the event for sales promotion, sir.
You are asking from the perspective of a person who conduct the event. You are asking the perspective from the person who is winning the event.
So conducting the event, sir.
Both of us were in same page, different pages. I was sharing my views from a person who is winning the event. From the conducting the event, is it a supply, not a supply? What's your view?
Supply, sir.
Correct. Agreed. From the person who is conducting the event. From the person who's winning the event. You won that skill game. From your perspective, is it what? Supply, not a supply.
Not a supply, sir.
Correct. That's all.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
That's good. You can lower hand, same formality. Go participant, select button, lower hand. Okay. So don't say me, sir, I don't know. I don't know, nothing. I taught you how you have to raise your hand and I'll do all that. That super plain fun. Coming back here, getting into further discussion of import of services. What do we mean by import of services? Let's understand first about import of service. Import of service means three things required. At least now remember two things. One more transaction sometime later we will discuss. But these three elements should be present to say it is an import of service. The supplier of service should be located outside India. The supplier, look at that wording, the supplier of service should be located outside India. The recipient of service should be located in India. And the place of supply should be in India. Three condition. Then only you will call it as import of service. Supplier outside India. Recipient of service inside India. Place of supply inside India. If all these three conditions are satisfied, then only you will call a transaction as import of service. So, import of service means supplier located outside India. Supplier is in Spain. Sir, from Spain, what he is doing in India, sir? From Spain, in Spain, he is an architect. That architect is in India, he is an architect in Spain. There is a construction company in India. This construction company in India, let's say L&T Construction, want to construct some building, which the architecture of the building is going to have a Spanish look, Spain look. Okay, they want to have that aesthetic, the internal internal arrangement, the internal building has to be associated with the structure of Spain. So what they did is they engaged a consultant from architect from Spain. Supplier outside India, recipient in India, okay, recipient in India, where the building is going to come, which we call it as place of supply. Place of supply is also India. Then that service is called as import of service. When it comes to import of service, if an import of service is done for a consideration, the Indian company, L&T company, will pay some dollar, will pay some euro, some money, yes, for a consideration by a person. Of course, there is a person there. In the course or furtherance of business, the dangerous word is this, or non-business. If you do something for business also, it is what? Import of service. If you do something for other than business also, it is import of service. Sir, what do you mean by other than business? I'm sure lot of you would have had an opportunity to use various applications, very specifically called as mobile applications, very specifically called as mobile app. Various mobile applications you use. Some of those mobile applications are free. Some of those applications collect money. Yes or no? They collect that. You are a recipient of a mobile application service in India. The services that are going to be provided to you are used where? In India, place of supply in India. The owner of the mobile application app is located outside India. And from India, you pay a money, 100 rupees, 150 rupees, could be for a game, could be for using a particular app, could be for using a particular, notepad, arranger, organizer, or any other facility. It could be email services, web designing, editing, anything for, including your various entertainment based services. Question for us is, in case of these services, if you pay some money, then is it a import of service or not a import of service? It would be treated as a import of service. Sir, I am not using it for business. No, one doubt might come to you. Yes, you are not using it for business, but this section, understand difference between generic, your general term, your general supply general, and the import of service. When it comes to generally, it should be in the course or what? Furtherance of business. When it comes to your import of service, it can be for business, it can be for not for business. We don't mind about it. So I'll come take up some examples. Then you're going to say the transaction is an import of service or not. Second, you will say, is it a supply or not? Okay. Two answers you will give. You will say iOS. Okay. iOS means what? Not iOS. iPhone OS, no. Import of service. You will say iOS and supply or not a supply. Done. That's all you're going to discuss. Coming back here to start with. He was a CEO of a well-established company. Being a CEO of a well-established company, he uses a facility to get connected with various other business partners in the world through a facility called as LinkedIn. I'm sure we are aware of a social media called as LinkedIn. In the LinkedIn, this CEO obtains a premium portal, and that premium portal comes after a payment of rupees 5,000 per month. The question before you is it a import of service and is it a supply or not a supply? Yes. Is it an import of service? Is it a supply or not a supply? Quick answers. Good, good, good. You all start to understanding. See, LinkedIn is used largely for personal purposes to get connected with various other CEOs and various other people, not used for official purpose and all. Sir, even then, words are very clear. Used for business, used for other than business, it would be treated as supply. I'll go take up one or two examples. See, all of you till here got it right. Till now, whoever texted, okay, all of you are all right. Not even a single otherwise answer. I'm happy. Coming back here, points for our discussion. This time, little different. This time, an individual who is always addicted to a game called as GTA. Okay, I'm not sure how many of you all played this game. Uh, a few of us would have had the opportunity to play this game. A lot of us would have not played this game. I would always recommend to play this game. Okay. Uh, I played both, brother. Okay. San Andreas and Vice City, both. Now, in any case, points for our discussion is an individual who is so addicted to the game for his entertainment and fun, paid $40, obtained the original version of the game through his credit card. The supplier of the game is in USA, recipient in India. Okay, the game is imported for no doubt personal purpose. Is it supply or not a supply? Okay, that individual is Ganesh Prabhu. Okay, supply, not a supply. Supply. But it is an import of service and it is a supply. See, the only learning that we take away on this slide and this discussion is when it comes to import of service, we will not question whether it is business or not for business. We will question only two things. Is there is a person? Is there is a consideration? If it present, then it is supply. You import it for your business purpose, you import it for your personal purpose. See, I'm taking up only examples of personal purpose because when personal purpose itself is taxable, where is the question of business purpose is going to get exempted? Okay, so understand in this way. When personal purpose itself is going to be taxed, at no stretch of our imagination, business purpose can be exempted. All of you are all right. This gives me a clear confirmation that I have to move to the next topic for discussion, which is Schedule 1. Subbalakshmi, nice answering. Subhashini, nice answering. Getting into Schedule 1 transaction. Activities or transactions done even without consideration will be treated as supply. Take care of the first limb. Section 7(1)(c) comes out and highlights activities specified in Schedule 1, made or agreed to be made, even without consideration, would be treated as supply. Very popularly called as Schedule 1 activities, supply done even without consideration. We all know there should be 5 ingredients present to generally say supply. What are those 5 ingredients? Form of supply, made or agreed to be made by a person for a consideration in the course or furtherance of business. If all 5 is present, there is supply. If any one is not present or any 2, 3, any combination not present, not a supply. But for this identified 4 transaction, 1, 2, 3, 4, for this identified 4 transaction, as long as there is a form of supply, made or agreed to be made by a person in the course or furtherance of business, you will call it as what? Supply. Consideration point is, sir, I will not check. For all, sir, no, only these 4 transactions. That is why Schedule 1, you can call otherwise as deemed supply. It is otherwise called as what? Deemed supply. So when it comes to this transactions. These 4 transactions just ensure 4 things are present. There should be a form of supply made or agreed to be made by a person in the in the course or furtherance of business. Consideration is there, consideration is not there is not a criterion for these 4 transactions. For this 4 transaction, this criterion is not required. What are those 4 transactions, sir? To start with, first transaction, permanent transfer or disposal of a business asset on which ITC has been availed on such assets. Let me repeat. Permanent transfer or disposal of an asset on which ITC has been availed. I will give you a situation. Let me repeat. I will give you a situation and I want you to think about this situation. This would have happened to you many times in your life, or if not happened, I wish and pray it happened to you very soon. Your father friend would be in some kind of business, okay? Because your father friend or mother friend is in some kind of business, and you had an opportunity to meet your father, you had an opportunity to meet your father's friend along with your father, or your mother's friend along with your mother in their business premises. Because you came there, what product they are making, let me repeat, they are in business. If they are in the garment industry, they gave you one dress. If they are in the bag industry, they gave you one bag. If they are in some electronic industry, they would have given you some electronic gadget. Now, because you went there, they given you one small product which otherwise they would have sold. Okay, normally they would have sold. Because you came, because your father and your father and that gentleman are friends together from your age itself. So because of that, to cherish his friend's daughter, son, is stepped into his business office to remembrance. Yes, this would have definitely happened to you. Now my question is, that one garment, that one bag, that one electronic item, that one product, that one edible preparation, which is given to you is normally supply, not a supply. Prithviraj, check and answer. Normally, in a normal business form, section 7(1)(a) you have to apply and give me answer. Supply, not a supply. Ishwar, check your answer. Subhashini, check your answer. I'm very clear. If you all saying supply, then 5 conditions should be satisfied. No doubt, there is a movement of goods, transfer of goods by a person. Gauri, supply without consideration and all, you don't say. My question was very clear. My question is it supply, not a supply? If I ask a question, then the answer should come within that only. Maybe you have to give a reasoning if you want. Not a supply, hyphen, no consideration paid. Supply. If you say you whatever reason, yes, that is how it has to come. Now, come back here. Supply, not a supply. Logically, it is not a supply. Everything will be present. One thing will not be present, which is what? Consideration will not be present. Now, point here is it is not a supply since there is no consideration. Now, if like this, if it goes for one friend one time, okay, there would be a possibility that many activities like this can happen. Sir, what are those activities? There was a laptop in the office of a businessman. That laptop was used by the businessman. Because of this COVID challenges, all this, The businessman took his laptop, came to home. In the Indian history, for the first time, every school became e-school. Okay, e-school. So every school became e-school. Because every school became e-school, the son or daughter of that individual grabbed the laptop from the businessman and started using it for attending his or her classes. This fellow don't know what to do, how to run his business, he thought, called his office, told, buy me one more new laptop. Because the boss told, they bought, shipped a fresh laptop. Any case, this fellow is due to change this laptop. This is one reason for him to change. Now, check here. Is there is a permanent transfer of a business asset? The laptop originally kept with him, which is now given to his son or daughter for attending the session. That is a supply, not a supply. When we go back to that, is supply, not a supply. Generic discussion. Answer only based on your generic discussion. The laptop taken over by the partner. The laptop taken over by the director, which is as normally a business laptop of the company. He takes for his own supply, not a supply. Deepa, check your answer. Not a supply. See, normally it is not a supply because there is no consideration. Now, there are many situations like this. Okay, there are many situations like this. Government thought, then one partner will take the car, one partner will take the laptop, one partner will take the mission, one partner will take the appliance, one partner. Hey, you're all running business or you're all taking from the business. So government want to create a deeming fiction. What do we mean by a deeming fiction? Government preempts something, understands something, and comes out and says it will be like this only. Or government will understand this in this way only. In other words, all of you virtually present here, not now, in your standard 4, standard 5, when you are playing among your area kids, okay, in that apartment, in that flat, in that street, when you are playing among with your own peers of that age during 4th standard, 5th standard maximum, okay, where that evening you are the sports sponsor. Or, sir, what do we mean by sports sponsor? Or, if about 8 people are going to play cricket as a team of 4 and 4, bat ball stump belongs to you. If you are going to play cycling as a team, then again cycle belongs to you. If you are going to play skipping, then the skipping rope belongs to you. Sir, throw ball belongs to you. Sir, I will play only rings. Okay, then rings belongs to you. Frisbee belongs to you. Now the point for a discussion, you are the sports sponsor. Because you are the sports sponsor, that 5 of them, 8 of them together came out and offered you to play first. First ball, first throw, first round, you are out. What you did on that day? Yes, I am out. You all come and play. What you did on that day? Text. Oh, go home quietly. Huh? What you did on that day? Quick. Answer. Sir, that and this how linked? You leave it to me here. I would link it. What you did? You would say trials. Agreed, Jawhar. You are very right. No, trial. In my home, mother calling, I want to go. Srinivasan, apt answer. Get all the bat and ball back, Arya. Good run. You'll run back with all the game. All of us would have did. No, sir. I will accept my mistake and allow others to play. That and all after writing CMA exam, CA exam, CS exams, that maturity came. First you should fail, then only one maturity will come in failure. Okay, otherwise taking and going back only is the maturity level of everyone. Okay, including anybody who's been at any positions. Now, what you would say indirectly, when I am the sponsor, or when I am the sponsor, or I would say when I am out. When you are doing business in India, I am the government, I would say this transaction is supply. It is not ordinary supply, deemed supply. Government deems this transaction. Actually, 5 ingredients are required when a laptop is taken by partner. Because a laptop is taken by partner, because there will not be consideration, government says the 5th ingredient, consideration, is not required. Let other 4 ingredients be present. There should be a form of supply made or agreed to be made by a person for a consideration, sorry, in the course of furtherance of business. Then yes, it would be treated as deemed supply. So henceforth our options will have supply, not a supply, deemed supply. Can you able to understand this logic? Supply means all 5 conditions are satisfied. Not a supply means anyone is not satisfied, automatically not a supply. Deemed supply means it should be mentioned in schedule 1, and those transactions done even without consideration is not a supply. So you all understood how this schedule 1 to be read. Having discussed that, first discussion we will make here, permanent transfer. Permanent transfer means it is going to be transferred to somebody. After that, it will not come back. That is what is meaning of the word permanent transfer. Permanent transfer or disposal. Disposal means giving away of a business asset. It should be an asset of the business. Could be laptop, could be furniture, could be plant and machinery, could be car, could be anything which comes on the balance sheet, business asset, on which ITC, input tax credit. Input tax credit means at the time of purchase, there would be some GST. That GST has been availed on such business asset. So, if at the time of purchase of the laptop, if you have taken ITC and that laptop subsequently permanently transferred to the partner, it will be treated as what? Supply, deemed supply, or not a supply. A laptop which is purchased by the company, a laptop which is purchased by the company, which is being later taken by the director permanently in his home, then it is called as supply, not a supply, deemed supply. Deemed supply as per schedule 1. Good. All are texting as deemed supply. Good, good, good. Now that's all. Hope you started learning. With one more example, we will quickly go to the next part of our discussion. The final example for this discussion. Okay. Let's take a situation. We have a client who was inspired from a gentleman by name called as Vasant & Co. Vasant & Co owner, Vasant Kumar, that gentleman is his inspiration. Being inspired with by this gentleman, he was into this home appliance showroom and started to do business on this home appliance showroom. Currently, they have about 12 stores spread throughout Tamil Nadu, and roughly they do a turnover of 120 crores per annum. A decent turnover in that level of operations. But point here is, this gentleman always had a dream to construct a dream house. About 4 years before, not 4 years, 3 years before he bought the land, about a year before he has completed that house. Now, I'll give you this live case, you decide. The house is almost under the completion of construction. See, when a house is completed and constructed, the house has to be furnished with certain equipments that are going to be used as home appliances. The owner's wife one day went to the showroom and told, give me 6 air conditioners, give me that double door Samsung bureau fridge. Okay, somehow I fond of that fridge, bureau fridge, double door fridge. Give me that fridge. Get me that IFB washing machine. Get me that Bosch dishwasher. This said that all items, some 20 tube lights, 10 ceiling fans, this, that, everything is taken. All was noted. 5 ACs, 1 washing machine, 1 fridge, 4 televisions, this sound recording, this system, that system, and all is there. 2 options I will give you. Option 1, all the items will be billed. Finally, a number 12,85,000 will be arrived and GST will be paid. Option 1. Option 2, go and say to your boss, wife has taken all the items to home to furnish the home. Option 1, option 2. What would happen in real life? Option 1, option 2. Hey, you have to type number only, yaar. 2, 1. 1. You all have to grow. Option 1, who are all told, all of you are living a life beautifully called as Appa Amma Veedu Naikutti. Option 2 is what? World. Okay. Call this fellow. Now, my question is, option 2, if somebody took, is it supply, not a supply, deemed a supply? Is it supply, not a supply, deemed a supply? Option 2, if somebody took, Lavanya, check your answer. Option 2, if somebody took, it is supply, not a supply, deemed a supply. Sumit, don't be in a hurry, yaar. Seemed a supply, huh? Mukesh, check your answer. Prithviraj, check your answer. Niveda, check your answer. Is the fridge, washing machine, television, dishwasher, tube lights, fan are business assets, not a business assets? They all are business assets. Again, when this was purchased by the home appliance showroom, they would have definitely claimed ITC. Once it goes to the promoter's house, it's a permanent transfer. It will never come back. Permanent transfer, business asset, no ITC. All are present. So it is a deemed supply. Let me repeat, Priya, it is a deemed supply. Though done even without consideration, it would be a deemed supply. True? Yes. That sums up your first discussion associated with it. Prithviraj, you have raised your hand. I will unmute you. Yes.
Sir, so the products that have been set up in the showroom, ITC would have been already claimed, right? Yes, sir. Because that's only I had a doubt. I typed not a supply because I thought ITC will be claimed only after transfer to.
Once you purchase, you will claim ITC. See, once you buy 100 TV, immediately you will claim ITC. Then that 100 TV you will sell in 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. Any case, no?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Unmute and lower hand. True? Yes. Any doubts before we move forward? Done? Can we move forward? Yes. Consciously, I'll skip the line item because consciously, as I told, consciously, supply by principal to agent or recipient of goods, receipt of goods on behalf of by the agent on behalf of principal are treated as supply. The law makes a distinction. See, actually, if you move a goods from principal to agent, it is called as transfer. An agent will not pay consideration. At no agent will pay consideration. Okay, we all read the agents, principal, agent, accounting and all. Principal will transfer the goods to agent. Agent will sell the goods and then deduct his commission and give back to what? Principal. That is what everything will happen. But GST law want to make a deeming fiction. Whenever a principal send the goods to the agent, it would be treated as deemed supply. Whenever the agent who receives the goods on behalf of principal, the agent send back the goods to the principal, again it would be treated as deemed supply. This law creates a deeming fiction that these kind of transactions would be treated as deemed supply. Why? Because there is a transfer, no doubt. Transfer of material is there. Sale, no. Transfer of material is there. Again, but done by a person, principal. Made, transfer is made in the course of furtherance of business. But when goods moves from principal to agent will not pay consideration. Any agent will pay back. After selling, only agent will pay back. But law want to collect money tax, collect tax upfront. So because of that reason, the law makes a deeming fiction that any transaction between principal and agent or agent and principal, it would be treated as deemed supply. Let me repeat, it would be treated as what? Deemed supply. So our further discussion on this topic goes like this. GAIL. I'm sure you are all aware of one company, very popular company called as GAIL. GAIL India, located in Maharashtra, supply goods to GAIL India, located in Maharashtra, supply goods to its agent in Tamil Nadu. Okay. Now, for sale of such goods on their behalf in Tamil Nadu. Now, question is very clear. GAIL India, located in Maharashtra, transferred goods. I would not use the word, in fact, supply. Transferred goods. Transferred goods to its agent in TN for sale of such goods on their behalf in TN. Okay. First question, we have to decide whether there is an agency relationship. If you say yes, then you have to decide whether it is supply, deemed supply, or not a supply. Good. A few of you are all answering. Quick. Check. Mukesh, check your answer. Dhanalakshmi, check your answer. Consciously, I'm asking you to get trained in these three words. Supply, if you use, you are discussing a generic terminology. Okay. Deemed supply, if you use, you are referring to schedule 1. Next time when you write for a descriptive question, wherever applicable, you will say any transaction between principal and agent is a supply as per schedule 1, and if it is done with consideration, no doubt generically supply. It will not be done with consideration. If it is done even without consideration, it's a supply. Srinivasan, nice mark. Super. Good. Yes. It's a supply as per schedule 1. That way also you can say, but you can also use alternatively a deemed supply. I encourage anything. At the end of the day, you have to come out and understand this is not a generic term supply. It is not a supply as per 7.1a. It is a supply as per 7.1c. It should strike to us. That's the thing. Can we move forward? Any doubts here before we move forward? Through? Yes. So, sir, what will happen if agent send back the goods to principal? I told principal to agent, agent to principal, or receipt of any goods by the agent on behalf of his principal. Again, it would be treated as a supply. Okay. All those activity would be treated as deemed supply. Yes. You want me an example for a second condition. Second condition means receipt of goods by a agent on behalf of principal. Ishwar for that. Huh? Now, ITC wants to buy sugarcane. ITC wants to buy sugarcane. And for making, let's say, sugar or Paris, that company, no? Paris, EID Paris, that company wants to buy sugarcane. Now they have two options. Option one, go to a middleman. The problem with going to a middleman is, middleman will have his own share of cut. To avoid that, what generally they do is, EID Paris will go to a place in Andhra Pradesh. They will have one, its agent. They will say, anybody who want to sell goods to EID Paris can go deliver the goods to that agent. Show me a receipt, we will pay. Because as a company, I'm interested in buying 500 metric tons together. If you come with 5 metric ton, 10 metric ton, I don't want. I want only that size. For me, size matters, because if you are very big, then your cost, everything is big, and your expectation is also big. See, when you are small, everything is small. There's no, see, everywhere success is there. In big things, you want it successful, it has to be big. So challenges here for a bigger organization is, see, I'm interested in buying sugarcane, provided if it is 500 metric ton. I'm not interested to come and buy for 50 metric ton, 100 metric ton and all. Minimum, my minimum order quantity. Okay. MOQ itself is 500 metric ton. 500 metric ton, roughly we are talking of 5 lakh kgs. Okay. So points for our discussion is, what they will do is, they'll appoint in Tamil Nadu these 3 agents, Andhra Pradesh, these 3 agents, Karnataka, these 2 agents. So anybody who want to supply goods to EID Paris will go to that agent, deliver the goods there. Okay. Having delivered the goods there, that after delivery, that agent will give a receipt. This person, this farmer has deposited 5 metric tons. This farmer has deposited 20 metric ton. This farmer has deposited 50 metric ton. One receipt. With that receipt, they will go to EID and show that receipt, give me payment. EID Paris will make payment. Till here you are clear? Now, agent is going to do with the sugarcane what? Nothing. Once it reaches the designated 500 metric ton, he will call EID Paris and say, sir, 500 metric ton ready, send lorry. EID Paris will send 10 lorries, collect all the 500 metric. Understood? For which, acting as an agent, that agent will get one commission. Leave that. That and all is not discussion. The movement of goods from agent who collected it to the principal will be treated as deemed supply. Actually, there is a transfer of goods only. There is not a deemed supply. There is only a transfer of goods. But government is very clear. It would be treated as deemed supply. True? Yes. Hope you could able to understand. These are all recipient of a goods agent. We all know supplier of goods agent only. Supplier of goods agent is first terminology. Principal sending goods to agent, and agent sells. That is called a supplier agent. Vice versa, recipient agent. I am not an agent for supply of goods. I am an agent for receipt of goods. Done, Ishwar? Thank you. That's the discussion associated with it. Yes, Manoj, you have raised hand. Yes. Yeah, you can.
சார் நீங்க இப்ப சொன்ன எக்ஸாம்பிள்லயே இந்த இதுல எப்படி சார் டாக்ஸ் இது சப்ளை சார் இதுக்கு டாக்ஸ் எப்படி பே பண்ணி எப்படி சார் கிளைம் பண்ணுவாங்க அது ஏதாவது சொல்ல முடியுமா சார்?
நம்ம முதல் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஸ்டாண்டர்ட்ல இருக்கோம். உங்களுடைய கேள்வி தேர்ட் ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் கேள்வி. ஓகேவா?
ஓகே சார்.
முதல்ல சப்ளைன்றத ஒத்துப்போம். அதுவே ஒத்துக்க முடியாது. ஓகேவா? Because I would give you, see, my example might be little easy to you, little sir, this example is important or not. You have 100 rupees in this pocket. Okay, you took from this pocket and put it in this pocket. Okay, your side pocket. Do you have 200 rupees or 100 rupees?
100 rupees, sir.
Your stock was all along in Andhra Pradesh. It moved from your stock. Brother, it's your stock. Am I right? EID Paris stock. It was in Andhra Pradesh. It moved from Andhra Pradesh to Tamil Nadu.
Yes, sir.
Do you have two? There one stock, here one stock, or only one stock?
One stock, sir.
Is it a transfer of material or a sale of material?
Transfer, sir.
So this itself is not a supply generally, not a sale generally. This is treated as a deemed supply. So we are at first stage. Next stage, how to value it. Before that, how to tax it, and then how to value it. Next stage is how to tax it. Final stage is how to value it. Okay, all these are all, you are very right. When you go to nature of not nature, normal levy, you will know how to tax it, and your valuation will guide you of how to value it. For the time being, understand this transfer is a deemed supply. That's all. True.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Unmute and lower hand. Thank you. That sums up our discussion relating to any transactions between principal and agent. Followed by, in case of import of service. Sir, already we read. Correct. That is with the dabbu. Come back. Yes or no? Check here. With the dabbu. With consideration. Here, sir, without dabbu. Okay. Without money. Intention is that's all. Core intention is that's all. Import of service by a person from a related person, which is used in the course of furtherance of business. I think FOB means what I have already told you. FOB means furtherance of business. So import of service without consideration for business alone will be what? Deemed supply. Import of service without consideration for other than business. You are downloading a Zoom app and you have not paid. Are you importing service? Yes or no? Check and answer me. You have downloaded a Zoom app and you have not paid money. Are you importing service? Yes or no? Understand my question. My question is whether it is a supply or not. Are you importing service? Yes or no? People who told no, check. See, are you? You are all professional student. If I ask a question, then that question, it has to be stopped there. If you want me to share my example, you have to understand the question. I can only share a live example as happened to me, which I wish and pray should not happen to any student's life. Somehow, when I was pursuing my chartered accountancy, and very, very specifically, sometime during under the category of import of services. Make yourself comfortable. Many services would be coming under the category of import of services. take any app, any app, whatever mobile application app you download, all are import of service, but none of them you pay for it. When you pay only, it becomes what? A supply under the head import of service. Otherwise, it stays as it is as an import of service. Now we are going one step forward. In case there is an import of service and there is no consideration, but it is a related person and there is a furtherance of business, which means it should be treated as supply. If Microsoft Inc., Microsoft Inc., US, Microsoft Inc. gives some of its licenses to Microsoft India Private Limited without consideration, first question to test, is it an import of service? Yes. Is supplier and recipient are related? Yes. Sir, how do I know that? We have a definition. Once we read the definition, you will know. For the time being, understand holding company, subsidiary company, jointly controlled company, all these control more than 25%, whoever controls, all are treated as what? Related person. So Microsoft Inc. indirectly holds what? Microsoft India. Both of them are what? Related person. Then the last discussion, Microsoft Inc. gives the license to Microsoft India Private Limited for what? Keeping it as it is or to sell? To sell. Then any transaction between related person done even without consideration would be treated as what? Deemed supply. Sir, if the same consideration is already paid, sir, there is Microsoft Inc., there is Microsoft India Private Limited, and $50,000 is paid, and I got 500 licenses. Then you are covered by this entry, my dear. Because consideration is what? Paid. We are talking of if consideration is not paid, then it will be covered by deemed supply. Can you able to understand this distinction? Can we move forward? Yes. Any doubts? Any doubts? Quick. I would take up one or two questions. To start with. Sir, installing a free app from the Play Store. Installing a free app from the Play Store. You say me, are you paying consideration? Are you not paying consideration, Ishwar? Ishwar, are you paying consideration? Are you not paying consideration? You are paying consideration. Then how come it can be a free app, Ishwar? So you're coming up with a divergence viewpoint. You are saying one end free app, and other end you are saying consideration paid. How it is possible? iPhone 11 லாம் பேர் வெச்சிக்க கூடாதுப்பா. I think I'm very clear. You want me to repeat every exam? You are all not even that matured adult that when you come to a virtual forum, you have to have your given name as the name in which you form. Have you seen me? Have I any day come with the given name there? Am I not changing it meticulously? It is not an expectation of a virtual forum to be called with your name. And there will be thrown with lot of challenges. Let me repeat, this is a final warning. If I see initials, if I see the names are not proper, first action, what will be done is, you will be thrown out of the meeting. And the challenge is, if you're thrown out of the meeting, you can't be forming part of the meeting henceforth. That's the challenge, very clear challenge. Make yourself comfortable. There is no consideration. Ishwar, you are very clear. It's a free app, there is no consideration. Then there is an import of service. There is an import of service. but it is not a supply. There is an import of service, but it is not what? Supply. Because to say supply, you should have what? Consideration present. Import of service, consideration, business, not business purposes. Done. Coming back here, same import of service. If it is done for business, then yes, it would be treated as what? Supply, even done without consideration. So here don't take app and all. Here you take, I'll give you some examples. Maybe you can test those examples. Adobe Inc. in USA provided services to Adobe India Limited without payment. Okay. So supply, not a supply, deemed a supply. Supply, Adobe Inc. in USA provided services to Adobe India Limited without collection of money. Supply, not a supply. Of course, by the name itself suggests it's for the furtherance of business. Supply, not a supply, deemed a supply. Answer is very clear. Within this three, you have to select the correct answer. Subhashini, check your answer. Harish, check your answer. Okay. Kailash Kumar, check your answer. Deepa, check your answer. Payment done, payment not done. Payment done na da supply. Payment not done na deemed supply. Okay. Be very clear. Be very clear on those discussions. It's a deemed supply. Deemed supply. Followed by Akbar Travels Private Limited received services. Akbar Travels Private Limited, India Private Limited. Received services from Akbar Travels Inc. USA after payment of $500. You have a new question. Akbar Travels Inc. Private Limited received services from Akbar Travels after payment of $500. Supply, not a supply, deemed supply. Correct answer வரணும். யாராவது தப்பு ஆன்சர் பண்ணீங்க வர்ச்சுவலா வந்து அடிப்பேன் சொல்லிட்டேன். கைலாஷ் குமார் என்னப்பா பாருப்பா ஒரு ஆன்சர். பிரபாகரன் சூப்பர் சூப்பர். ஈஸ்வர் டி சூப்பர். Sanchari, check your answer. So what, Kailash Kumar? Payment is done. So what? Supplier, deemed supplier. Sri Lakshmi, we understand it's import of service, but we want answer. Answer is this three only. Supply, not a supply, deemed supply. What you want to select? Done. That's what you all understood. Beyond that, nothing great here. Lakshmi Narayan, எப்போதுமே திஷ்டி போட்டு வேணும் எல்லாத்துக்கும். கரெக்டா தப்பா சொல்லு. Deemed supply. ஏன் deemed supply? Import of service is there. There is furtherance of business. There is consideration. There is the question of deemed supply. When you will come to deemed supply, when there is no consideration. This is what I'm highlighting. I read everything, went to exam, then why fail? You never understood it conceptually. If it is with the consideration, it has to be only supply 71B. If it is without consideration, only it has to be what? 71C schedule 1. Understand the difference. How do I know consideration is there, not there? $500 paid. அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம். Question படிங்க. For you, all text will not come. My text and your answer. Correct? That's only appearing. Previous question படிச்சுட்டா decide பண்ண முடியாதுன்னா, it would be very difficult, my dears. Let me making it very, very clear. It would be very, very difficult. It's going to be coming back here. You have to be so meticulous to your answers. And let me repeat it. This is how marks are missed. And you're going to, your MCQ will get missed of a word, only one word. Received in நீங்க படிச்சிட்டீங்க, அது not received in எழுதிருப்பான். And that's all I can share. Make yourself comfortable, very clear. We'll do one thing. At this level, we'll wind up today's discussion exactly here. It's been a little extended time. This topic, this third element, I would not be in a position to take it up. It requires a half an hour discussion, a clear, elaborate discussion. Plus schedule 3 is there. So all that we will take it up in our next session when we come back on this topic. Thank you all for effective and patient listening. Ishwar CK, yes, you can unmute yourself.
Sir, for studying purpose, which book we need to study, sir?
Institute study material.
Institute only, no, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you all.